Hello humans, welcome back to my makeup room. And by makeup room, today I mean kitchen. We're continuing my collection series with my highlighters, as you can see. Once again, I have some snazzy little nail polish on. This is from Holo Taco. Thank you, Christine, for creating such a beautiful product. So, I have some creams, some singles, some palettes, and some face palettes. Let's get right into it. Alright, let's start things off with my two cream/liquid highlight products. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter for a Superstar Youth Glow. And this is marketed for many reasons, for many purposes. It can be a primer, a foundation, a highlight, whatever you really want it to be. I like to use this as a highlight. I use this under my foundation or over if I am not setting it with powder, although you can use it even if you do set it with powder. Oh, this is in the shade 1. Yeah, 1 Fair. Next up we have my Lone ColourPop Super Shock. I have the shade Flexitarian, and this is a lovely nude champagne with a nice icy shift. And you'll see in my collection here that that is definitely the kind of thing I gravitate towards. Okay, now I've decided to kind of break these down. I considered going brand by brand, but I figured that wasn't super useful, so I'm gonna try and go color family by color family. And I hope this works. So, these are going to be my more nudie, champagne-y. Ooh, this might go in the icy category. Moving. Okay, you might be able to see here. This is the section that I have the most in. So let's just plow on right through. Let's start with the Juvia's Place so I can stop holding the mirror. That's what we look like there. And I have considered this to be kind of a dupe for the Natasha Denona. This is the Super Glow in the shade Fair. And let's swatch them side by side so we can see. Oh, you know what? The Juvia's Place is a little bit more icy. And the Natasha Denona has a bit of a darker base color. It's more nude and less champagne. So that's interesting. Let's keep dupe searching. Ho-ho! This is the J-Cat You Glow Girl Baked Highlighter in the shade Crystal Sand. Now this is a baked formula, so it's much drier. It's not my favorite thing to work with. It goes on kind of dry. It's not as creamy looking as the other ones. This is Benefit Cookie, which is going to be a little bit dark on me, or a lot dark on me. You may be able to tell. Let's put that right there. I'm going to say that's kind of a hybrid of the Juvia's Place and the Natasha Denona. It has a darker base pigment, but that really striking, bright, icy shift and reflection in there. So this one doesn't totally work for me because the base pigment is so dark, but I have it nonetheless. Next we have Milani Baked Highlighter in Dolce Perla. And this is going to be, this is actually a little bit more peachy nudie. It does not have that strong of a reflect. I should just not buy baked highlighters because these are not, well, I shouldn't say that because this is better for more of a natural look. It's pretty, it's just not super bam impactful compared to the other ones it's next to. There we go. Next we have MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Double Gleam. And this is the Lunar New Year holiday packaging. Look at that embossing. It's just, it's beautiful. So stunning. There we go. Much more champagne leaning. It's turning gold, but not getting too gold. And last in this section, I have the Oprah and Madison Miller highlighter, and this is the shade Moon Dance. This is leaning a bit more gold as well. More on the champagne side of things, but not too crazy. Now it might be, I probably swatched that in a bad spot. It's on some arm hairs. Let's see. There, it's a little bit more reflective there. Next up we have my more peach toned highlighters. Let's start with the Makeup Geek. This is in the shade Psychedelic. It's a duochrome. And that's what it looks like there. So it's a white base basically with a peachy shift. And I hope that you can see that. Where's the light? There. Next we have the ColourPop Disney Villains. This is the Cruella. You idiots, you fools, you imbeciles. And this is the Super Shock formula. And this is essentially the same color as the Makeup Geek. It's just much more glittery and intense. Lastly in this section, this is a true peach. This is Give Me Glow's Porcelain Peach. It's a peach color. And it is a lot dark for me, really. But if I use a light hand, I can make it work. Where are we? Oh yeah, you can see that. These are super reflective, these Give Me Glow ones. They feel really dry in the pan when I'm swatching it, but you cannot tell on my hand. Next we are entering the Icy highlighter section because I'm a ghost. I like having pale ass highlighters. So let's dive right in. This is a Nabla Skin Glazing in the shade Ozone. Do I like doing it this way or the other way? I kind of like this way. Oh, this could have maybe gone in my nude section. I was debating because it looks really white. It looks very white in the pan, but it goes on much more of a nude champagne color. This is the Jouer highlighter in Ice, and this is a very white, you can see it's pretty white highlight, but it has like a peach shift to it almost. Very subtly. I mean, it looks stark white, but it does have a shift to it. This is Becca Vanilla Quartz. This is just a mini size, or a deluxe size perhaps. Came in a little set that I got. Put that right there. This is more leaning towards the champagne side of things, but it is indeed very pale. Now let's get into the real icy stuff. This is Oprah Glazed Doughnut. This is Give Me Glow White Noise. Let's see how they compare. Oh, I don't know. Glazed Doughnut. And that is White Noise. Again, coming off much more nude, champagne-y. Clearly, I don't know my collection very well. I'm gonna say I should have put this one and the Nabla in the nudie section. And I think Ice and Glazed Doughnut are the most icy and white looking. Now this is my Lethal Cosmetics Wavelength Highlighter in the shade Scatter, and this is going to be a purple highlighter. These two are both pink highlighters. This is the Wet n Wild Blossom Glow Mega Glow Highlighter. Clearly, I have hit pan on this one. And this is my JD Glow. Was I saying JD Glow or Give Me Glow? These two brands' names confuse me so much. The other two were Give Me Glow. This is JD Glow. This is Cold as Ice. This is fantabulous. This shade, it's like pink, but not too pink. It has some like nude undertones, and I just love it. Right there. Oh, it's beautiful. Now we're gonna transition here because this is an Oprah All of the Lights highlighter, and it has 4 different highlighters. I believe this is Star Island and this is Pillow Talk. And these are the only 2 shades I can use. Star Island is this more champagne-y shade. Pillow Talk is, of course, a pink. And then these 2, I believe this is Blissful and something else. And I'll swatch them just for fun, but I can't use these. They are too dark. The reason this is a transition highlighter is because we are now transitioning into gold. This is NARS Fort de France. It is the only gold highlight I have. And you can see compared to Star Island how much darker it is. This I'm hoping to get some use on in the summer because it's too dark for me in the winter. All right, let's quickly quickly breeze through a couple of face palettes that just have one highlighter in them. This is MAC Shiny Pretty Things Holiday Release, and this is the fair version, and it does have a blush, bronzer, and highlight. I'm just going to swatch the highlight here. This could have gone into the peachy highlights section, I do believe. But it's quite pretty. It's the extra dimension formula, so it's going to be pretty. And this is my Hourglass Ghost palette. There's one highlight in here. It is called Strobe Powder Iridescent Strobe Light. And it is this pinky highlight up here. And it's nothing to write home about. Oh, that was a pretty heavy swatch. It's a very kind of glow from within kind of a situation. I don't tend to use this as a highlighter on its own. I just kind of mix all three of these top ones together when I'm using the ambient lighting powders. And just call it a day, really. But that's those two. Now, this highlight palette is by Revolution and Soph. We've got an icy, a nude, a pink, and a purple that all work for me. And then we've got these darker shades that don't work for me. Now this is again more of a dry formula. Let's just go right here. This one's pretty pathetic, I gotta say. And that's those shades if you're interested. Again, too dark for me, but if I have this palette and I'm traveling or something, I can use them as eyeshadows, so it's fine. Being able to use half of a highlighting palette, I think, is quite the success. Next we have this magnetic ColourPop palette, which houses everything but ColourPop. These are all my colorful highlights that are obviously just single pans. This is Oprah Space Baby. This is Cleonid Cosmetics Lear. And it has a purple and a blue side to it. So there's the blue and the purple. And you can mix them together. Why not I do that here too? And then these little round ones are also from Cleonid. They are the Aftershock Highlighters. I have 4 shades. I have Circuit, Breaker, Fuse, and one other one. So the yellow one is Circuit. The blue one is, well, it's like a bluey purple. That's Breaker. Fuse is the orangey peachy one. And then the pinky peachy one, I don't know the name of. Forgive me. So we're just going to go in order there. And finally, these square pans are from the ABH Moonchild Glow Kit. So I have all of the shades but one. I depotted the palette because I just wasn't getting use out of it. And this way I could have all of my colorful shades in one palette. I wouldn't have to open up multiple palettes looking for whatever inner corner shade I wanted to use. And I find that I can see the colors much better in this black palette than I could in the blue Moonchild palette. So I'm actually very glad that I did depot this. So I don't know the names, but I know the one I got rid of was like a silver. So we're just gonna have to go with that. that is all of my highlighter collection. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a like. Leave me a comment if you want to. Please subscribe if you enjoyed what you're watching. I post new makeup videos every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. And don't forget to ring the bell to become a Pavlovian dog. See you next time. Bye.